I thought I'd do the old question and answer now, because I expect you've been waiting. A lot of the questions are absolutely mad, but I'll answer them anyway. So, right, from Dave Wilshire, my friend, he asked, why do I do it? Well, the simple answer is because I enjoy getting out in the outdoors. It's time away from like what I call the rat race, to get away from everything, electronics, anything like that. But it's nice and peaceful down here. You know, you don't get all the traffic. You know, you might be able to hear a little bit in the distance, but yeah, I can't really hear a lot of traffic at the moment. But it's so peaceful down here. With the Crinkly Woodsman, he's gone off hunting at the moment, so he's having a bit of fun. But yeah, I basically do it because I enjoy it, and it gets me away from the missus, gives me a break. But I think I've answered this in a previous video, but I thought I'd answer it again. So there you go, Dave. That's why I do it. It is enjoyable. Once you know what you're doing, you can have a nice relaxing time out. So there you go. Right, the next question. Also from Dave. How is it different from raining? Well, I would have thought that that's pretty obvious. Everything's wet. Yeah, it might be harder to light a fire, but you can get it done. I've done it. Obviously, you got to keep everything dry. You don't want a wet tent inside or anything like that, because that can create condensation, which makes you damp in the night. But other than that, it's exactly the same as in the day. It's just that you got to be more careful of what wood you're picking up. Keeping in mind that you've got to keep, you know, most things dry, especially cameras if you've got them with you, stuff like that. But I always think it's exactly the same, but just wet, that's all. And you just got to be a little bit more, use your brain a little bit more, bit more thinking about what you're going to do and how you're going to keep dry, blah blah blah. Hopefully, you know, that's a good enough answer for you, Dave. Another one from Dave. Such a know-it-all. When am I camping in the winter? Well, it's summer at the moment, so I can't camp in the winter. So I should be doing winter camping, don't worry. I'll date with a Crinkly Woodsman to come with me though, because he's getting on a bit, bless him. He don't handle the cold very well, whereas I'm hot-blooded, so I can handle the cold. Hopefully Biscuit, my cat, will be able to come with me then, with his injections and all that. He'll be allowed out here, so you never know. Watch this space, that's all I can say. This one's from Tom. You know who you are. When am I making a shelter and going to sleep in it? Well, I've already showed on a video how to make a quick shelter. I will get round to doing it, but at what point I'm not sure. So, but you know, again, watch this space. I will do it, you know, in the future. But there's not a lot of resources of where we are, so I've got to keep my eyes open each time I come down here, and I'm building up my knowledge of where all the bits are. So once I know where everything is, then I can show you how to build a shelter, and I will actually sleep in it for you. So watch this space again. Let's have a look. Oh, another one from Dave. What's the best way to find fresh drinking water? Which is a very good question. Any water really, in the forest or country, anywhere like that, as long as you're not near farms or like close to farms or any industrial areas, you can just get dirty water out of a stream and boil it. But once it's boiling, you should boil it for a further 3 minutes to make sure. It's not foolproof, it's not guaranteed, but you can survive with that. So as long as there's a water source and it's not like stagnant, you don't really want to touch stagnant water. A running stream is normally pretty good, and where the best place to find water is if you come across what they you get little springs, like water springs, and it actually comes out of the rocks, and you can, again, it's not 100%, but it's better than down the stream. You can normally just put your head in the water there and drink it straight from where it's coming out of the rocks, because normally it hasn't had a chance to pick up like any bad bacteria, although it might still have some in it. But that's another way you can get fresh water. Another one, if it's rain from the sky, just find anything that can fill your cup up, whatever, fill it up, and you can drink that straight away normally, without a problem. Don't ever drink seawater, even if you boil it. Don't drink it. It will shut down your organs. Your liver starts, I think it's your liver or the kidneys, they go first, and it can do long-term bad effects. So whatever, it don't matter how thirsty you are, do not drink salt water in any way, shape or form. There is ways you can prepare it, but it's way too long. Again, I might try and do a video in the future of showing you how to do it when I'm coastal camping, but I'm still yet to find a place where I can wild camp on the shoreline, so to speak. So that's hopefully that's answered your question, Dave. Toby, kill an animal? I don't think so. I mean, it's a fair question, you know what I mean? To survive, you would have to kill animals, and yes, I could if I had to, but I don't see no sense at all in just killing an animal just to show and put on video, to show how it's done. Every animal, even insects, everything that's alive has a right to live, the same as we do, so there's no point in killing an animal just for show. And I will not do that ever. So there you go, Toby. Another one from Toby. How to fight off a mountain lion? First off, don't go camping when there's mountain lions. Simple as that. If you do come across one, run. It's no good climbing a tree because they're very good tree climbers. So, but again, you only encounter them in Canada, America, places like that. So in England, it's not likely you're going to get attacked by a mountain lion. So I wouldn't worry, Toby. So that's that one. Why Toby has asked this, I do not know. Toby. Another question from him is, make a nest. Why the bleed now would I make a nest? Do I look like an eagle? I don't lay eggs. Well, I haven't done. I might lay a few logs here and there, but I don't lay eggs. So I think that question is irrelevant. Only birds make nests. So Wally. Becky. Now, a very good question. Could I ever use the stars to navigate? Yes and no. I know basically the star formations, so I know where the North Star is, and so I could always get my bearings by looking at the North Star. A good example as well is the plough, I don't know if you know, or the Great Bear, is normally situated in the northern hemisphere. So if you're following that and keeping that in front of you, then the chances are you're going to be travelling north. So as long as you got that bearing, then you can gather and aim the direction that you want. So that was a very good question, Becky, thank you. But yes, I could, but in all honesty, I might struggle a little bit, but I would get where I wanted to get, somewhere safe. So there you go, Becky. Hope that answered your question. Right, another one from Tom. Is it a good idea to camp with a blow-up tent? Well, my answer to that is probably if you've got a blow-up doll. It's not a problem. Just don't do it near holly bushes or anything like that. And don't try and cut anything when you're in the tent. But I don't see why it shouldn't work. Might work better on sand, like on a beach. But I wouldn't use one. So, but that's me. Right, next one. The Crinkly Woodsman. How do you not burn sausages? Well, don't cook them so long. Simple as that. Keep an eye on their colour. Right, Toby. Survive with nothing but clothes. Yeah, but that would be a separate video. So you could, but as it doesn't matter, all the equipment you've got in the world, doesn't matter. Your main weapon and the only thing that will get you out of trouble is the old brain. The brain will work for you wonders if you think logically, don't panic, and keep calm and take each task in hand not at once, but one at a time, and you'll always find a way to survive. But you've got to have a little bit up here to be able to do that. I could do it, but I don't, simply because I'm getting old. I don't need to do all that. I've got the equipment, you know what I mean. But if I was in a plane crash and I survived somehow, and I had nothing but my clothes on, I would make use of the wreckage and stuff like that. I'd find bits and pieces, and there's always a way to survive. You've just got to keep your wits about you and start thinking how to make things, how to get a fire going, stuff like that. Where's your next water coming from? That's the most important thing, your water, because that will keep you going longer. So hopefully that's answered your question, Toby. But that's all the questions I've had so far. They're not very helpful questions to people who's watching, but I thought I'd answer them anyway.